You're not fooling them.
I can fool them.
Homestead says, in the Highlands says, I think as a precaution, I'm going to have the volume down very low until the first minute or two is over. Wow. Did you wipe your chin?
That's what happens when you have to eat fast because you're coming on live.
Yep. Don't trust him.
Keto Country Homestead, what's going on? Brown Coat, Drive Staff, Drew, Geeky Gardens, Mama Grows, Pickers, Amen Homestead.
How was the weather today?
Warm.
It was beautiful.
It was okay.
I mean, it's February.
Anita.
She said, not bad manners, just good food. That's what the hubby says when he burps. Yep.
You don't want to know what I say.
You said it on the last show.
I did.
Better to burp and taste it than fart and waste it.
See, you said that. I didn't say that.
You said it last time.
So, here we are. Magnificent Plate Sunday. Now, the reason why we're calling it Magnificent Plate is we were informed that a certain league is going after
people
folks who are talking about
the big game.
The thing that's going on right now. My son informed us of this, that there are radio stations that are talking about it and saying how they can't say,
that.
Yeah.
They have to call it the big game.
They got to call it the big game.
Mm-hmm. Saw the pic of the trees. You've been busy. Yes, we have. So I posted, I didn't tell you, but I posted on Instagram a picture that I took after we dropped the tree yesterday, the one that we put on Instagram with the video. I took a picture.
Oh.
And, yeah.
We dropped 4 more today.
Yeah, I haven't let y'all in on the fact that we dropped a total of 7 trees. And if you check it out tomorrow...
Lost dude!
We're going to have a video out tomorrow about that.
Yep.
So,
coming out first thing in the morning.
So check it out in the morning.
I can't... we are going to...
Did you have Blaze cut this down with a dull axe? No.
Nope.
No, he used a nice sharp chainsaw, brand new bar and chain.
No. We're going to be changing our upload time to see if that helps with the YouTube algorithm, so that way you guys get more notifications and stuff like that. People have been sharing, some YouTube creators have been sharing that because they're releasing in the morning, it seems like their subscribers are getting more notifications. Mm-hmm. So,
hello, D.
We're going to give it a go this week and see what happens.
Yeah.
So,
see how it happens, how it goes.
How it goes.
We'll see.
So, I watched a certain YouTube video this morning, and it was one of our subscribers. Mm-hmm. They're in the room right now. Mm-hmm. And they were talking about if they could talk to their younger self.
As a homesteader. Yes.
This person was very excited in this video. They did cartwheels.
Yep.
In the video.
This person did. Did a cartwheel.
Impressive. Mm-hmm. Most impressive.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't know how to do a cartwheel. Random fact. Bonus round about the fat boy.
Was it keto? No, it wasn't keto.
No. Nope.
Yep. His mama grows. Yeah. And if you haven't seen that video, and this is a collab that was started by a different channel. And I also saw that, should it be a thing? That was the result of 5 years of gymnastics.
I think you should do it every video.
So,
backflips and everything.
We saw her video, and then I went on Instagram, and Farm Alarm, Mrs. Farm Alarm had put a screenshot of theirs. And so I went on there and asked if it was something that anybody could do. And she said, absolutely, just go ahead and put, just let us know so we can put the link in the description kind of thing.
Yeah.
So we're going to do one.
Right, but we have a collab from Keto Country Homestead that we still have to film. We were going to try to film it today, but you'll see tomorrow
why
it didn't get done. Yeah. But we're going to probably film that tomorrow night before the oils class. Mm-hmm. And that collab is why you go to home. Why you go to YouTube.
We want to watch that video. What channel? It's Mama Grows.
Mama Grows. Mama Grows.
And what's funny is when I was talking about this video today, and the song that I keep in my head, it's driving me crazy because it's totally different. Because the video is kind of the concept of if I could write a letter to me, like the country song that what's his name, Brad Paisley sings.
Write a letter.
But the song that I've had in my head all day, you can ask Jason because it's driving the kids and everybody else crazy, is Dear Future Husband. For some reason or another, I don't even know why.
Dustin Dean in the house, Mama Dean.
But whatever the case.
Dustin don't ever come around no more. He hurts. Mm-hmm. I don't know what I'm going to do about that.
Yeah.
Mama Dean comes around, but
all the
time. Dustin don't come around. It's kind of like that Go for Purple Living channel. He only comes around when he wants to.
I would have my younger self to buy a house with a yard bigger than 100 by 100. Exactly.
He's not busy. He's not busy.
Hello, Big Bears. Hello, City Girl.
So
what's everybody been doing?
Magnificent plate.
Mm-hmm. Since we can't say that other thing. Cardio. Did you film it? Please tell me you filmed it. Oh, yeah, you do have his number. You could call him and harass him.
I might just call and just hang up. You know what?
Don't do it right now.
I'm going to do it.
Yep, they filmed it. Awesome.
Watch this.
Rude. See? It's rude.
What's rude?
To call and hang up on him. And especially not to do it here right now. 2.5 hours today. The vet was here, taking the cast off the pony, checking the leg, and putting a new cast on. Diana says they're grinding deer meat today. Awesome. Deborah said they have a monthly tractor meeting.
A monthly tractor meeting?
I've been working on a package for you guys. Woo! It started with hot pepper seeds. Love it. I've been spinning fiber into yarn. Yeah. Live the exciting life here. You better do the cardio quick because the numbers keep going up. I know.
Right? At midnight tonight is when it ends.
He's already done it. We just took a big pig to the butcher. Okay.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice.
I winter sowed 18 jugs today. It was nice to have my hands in the soil. Yeah. That's always nice when it starts getting warm enough where you can get your hands dirty and start, getting everything ready for the spring. We bought some fruit trees.
Amen Homestead asked a question a few minutes ago, and you were talking. What advice can we give to a new YouTuber? 1, ignore the naysayers. Ignore them. Mm-hmm. You're gonna get them. You're gonna get the ones that say you're just putting out the same stuff I am. Or
you're going to have that 1 or 2 thumbs down that is like always the same ones, always on your video. Like they literally go on and put a thumbs down and then leave. Like,
thanks for the view. That's what you say to yourself. What else? Just ignore the naysayers. Don't lose your focus on why you are doing what you're doing.
Glad all went well with the tree dropping.
Never take your eyes off of Jesus.
Surround yourselves with those who love you. That's exactly right.
And look, we're speaking from experience because everything that we just said, we've let it affect us. We let the naysayers get us down to where we stopped putting videos out for a while. Mm-hmm. We let the trolls get to us to where we didn't put our best foot forward. Mm-hmm. And we...
Bless you. Apollo sneeze, sorry.
What are you doing?
We had to block a few trolls. Keep on doing videos. Yep.
And we lost our focus of why we started our YouTube channel. We lost our focus off of the Lord. And we paid the piper for it.
Yep. When we first started YouTube, it was so funny because I was... yesterday, Ladessa and I had to go into town to go grocery shopping. What?
That's brown water.
Oh, is it?
They didn't put any stevia in there. And they didn't put any ice in there.
Yeah, but it's tea. It just doesn't have any sweet. You're kind of sweet. Anyway,
come here, boy. What's the matter?
We've been... Then you got hoodwinked into the poo wall. So yesterday, Ladessa and I went into town to go do our little bit of grocery shopping that we needed to do. And while we were riding down the road, we were talking about YouTube for some reason or another. And I told her about, it's nice to see how we've been, we've grown over the years. And she said, Mommy, how long have we been on YouTube? And I said, baby, or she said something about YouTube starting. I said, YouTube started in 2006.
See, you mentioned the purple living channel, and they show up.
And he shows up.
Yeah.
And she was like...
Or should I call it the non-turmeric mailing channel?
She goes, well, if you started in if it started in 2006... We've been on YouTube almost as long as YouTube's been around. I said, well, yeah, that was part of the reason. It was funny because we started talking about it. I said, baby, that's the whole reason your daddy and I even started. I said, from the beginning, we've always been Big Bear Homestead. It wasn't Jason Rear's channel or Robyn Rear's channel that got converted over to a homesteading channel. It's always been Big Bear Homestead. And we started from the beginning only making videos because we wanted there to be content out there for other people looking for the information that we couldn't find. So one of our things is we were constantly having to figure things out as we went. So when we finally figured it out the way that it should go, we would make a video about it. And so that's basically how we started everything, and that's the way that we always wanted to be, was putting out content of stuff that we knew, and wanted to share with everybody. Well, there was a time when we were making videos just because we had somebody whispering in our ear telling us, you have to make a video every day. You have to put out content every day. You have to. Otherwise, you're not going to make any money on YouTube. And that wasn't what we were trying to do. But we were getting, you need to make YouTube every day. Every day you got to do, And so that was the thing. And when we had that happening, we lost sight of why we were doing this. And then we started doing the dairy. And then the dairy just completely took over everything. We couldn't get anything done then. And so now that we've kind of taken a step back, reorganized, figured out where our passion and our purpose is, now we're back to where we were 7 or 8 years ago, right?
I don't know. I think we're a little crazy, Apollo, don't you? I think we got a lot crazier, huh?
We've definitely gotten crazier.
Is there anything you want to say about this weekend?
No.
Did you have a good weekend?
Did you help Daddy with clearing out some of the wood? Did you help Daddy clear out some of the wood? Did you help him? Did you help him?
Little Creek Homestead.
Hearing when someone finds their passion, yeah. And I'll tell you, that's one thing. If you've ever watched any of Mama Gro's videos, you can tell when she's passionate about something. Like today, or the video that we watched today, you could definitely tell, what the sore spots were and what the spots that she was so glad that she's learned them and she's implementing them. Like you could definitely.
And when to go get goats.
Oh my God! I am just gonna tell you.
Get in your
we
hole.
were watching her video, and I'm not gonna spoil it for y'all. Y'all really do need to go watch it. But she was talking about one moment between her and her husband, and that relationship of back and forth because they're not both homesteaders. He's not the one that wants to homestead. She is. So there's that give and take between the two of them that they had to work on. And so there is a part in there where she says something, and I lost it. I was laughing for 5 minutes? Mm-hmm. It was crazy.
All right.
Keep making educational videos, not videos for profit. Exactly. And that was, it wasn't even that that's what we were doing. We just had the pressure of somebody saying, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this.
Our passion is what we call reaching through teaching. Mm-hmm. Robyn and I both have a passion for teaching. We also have a passion about healthy food, getting folks true freedom, getting them off of the broken food system. Mm-hmm. Just get them off of it. I really wish, there's a part of me, and this is going to make some of y'all go, but there is a part of me that wishes I lived closer to a big city. Mm-hmm. I would love to get involved with starting rooftop gardens. I got introduced into that concept in college. Yeah. And I just blew my mind. I was like, yes! That could save the world. Now, of course, that won't save the world. But one of the things you always hear, the reason why they push the factory farming style is they said that any other way they can't feed the world, which is the biggest crock of donkey poo on the planet. The United States of America alone throws away,
what is it, like almost a third?
About a third of the food supply goes into landfills. Corn is ridiculous. Mm-hmm. Don't even get me started on corn. I tell everybody when they first get started into this, and if they starting into this lifestyle because of the broken food system, I usually ask them, have you watched Food Incorporated? Have you watched Food Matters? If I get no, I tell them before we can go any further, go watch those. Go watch those. One of my favorite books is by Michael Pollan, Omnivore's Dilemma.
And there's for any of you that have young children that are reading age like 12, 13, there's one for children that is awesome as well.
Yes. We got that. Carol digested that book.
Those literally made me physically ill. Because once you see it, you can't forget it. Yeah. Like, you cannot unsee it. Yeah. Let me, real quick. So, City Girl said, you don't live that far from this city. Yeah, but it's a little bit different. It's not as big as what he'd like. Like, Greenville would probably be better.
Greenville. I thought about trying to work my way into Athens, because they're only about 45 minutes away, to try to to get my foot in the door with trying to get something like that off the ground, but I would have to find other people that share this passion with me to help me to get it going. I tried to get it going in Augusta because I had people there that were passionate like I am, even though they're in Scotland right now. But we could not find any building that would let us do it. My best example is the Christian school / church / daycare center that Robyn and I both worked at. I worked security and Robyn was a preschool teacher. Every Wednesday, they would open up their lower part and feed the homeless in Augusta. They'd come in and they'd feed them with food and then they'd feed them with the gospel. Well, during my rounds a couple of times, I heard the council talking about how they needed to try to figure out how they can afford to keep doing this. Well, I approached a buddy of mine that was on the council and said, hey, we can grow a good portion of the food that you guys are going to be feeding these guys
up on the roof.
Up on the roof. We can do eggs. We can do rabbits. I was so crazy at the time. I said we could do rabbits, but there was no way we would have been able to do rabbits up there. I said we can do raised beds. We can do square foot gardening up there, and we can make it happen. I mean, I was even really wanting to even try to throw up an aquaponics system up there on the roof to see what was going down. He said, well, let me talk to him. And so while he was going to talk to him, I was reaching out to contacts saying, hey, do you want to sponsor this? Hey, do you want to sponsor this? Hey, do you want to sponsor this? So they would have had to come, by the time they got back around to me, to tell me, I already was handing him a piece of paper that said, I got the lumber donated by Home Depot. I got the soil donated by one of the local nurseries. I got this donated. I got that donated. I got that donated. All they literally had to do was say yes. I had the manpower sitting in trucks waiting to do it. And I got told no.
I think because a lot of these soup kitchens and food harvest places, things like that, they get funding to be able to do it from the diocese or whatever, and they're okay with that. Like, that's all they need to do, you know? There was a lot that was said. Mama grows, as far as lamb's quarters, we have them all over the place here. The girls forage that all during the spring and the early part of the summer. We make salads out of it. We also cook it like spinach and eat it with a little bit of lemon oil, garlic. It's really good. Somebody asked if we're part of the Arkansas Prep group. No, we're not. Rebecca said, what about checking out the hotels, the big fancy hotels that have the restaurant down in the ground floor of some of your bigger, you know, of where we are. Another question, or another thing was that it's crazy that all this stuff's going on, but raw milk is illegal to buy in their state. It's illegal here too. But if you go right across the river, it's not illegal. It's not illegal
to buy here. We have to purchase an $80 license, and we have to put a sticker on the container that says for pet consumption only. Right. Now, what you do with it at your house, I have no control over.
Right. Daniel said that he wants to do a drive-through soup kitchen. One of the things that...
Might be a walk-through soup
Well, Karina said, Daniel, if someone can afford gas at today's prices, they don't need a drive-through. And he said, well, they can help me get soup to shut in. So that's more what he's looking. One of the things that we would rather do, rather than just hand out food, is to teach people to grow their own.
Yes.
Empower them to take care of themselves. Because that is one thing that it is embarrassing to me that our country, how many people were freaking out when the government shut down because of food stamps and WIC. Now, there are people that absolutely need that extra help. But there were people that I mean, our town, there's a lot that's their job. That's what they live for, is their food stamps and their government assistance. And it's embarrassing when you have something like that happen and you see the way that people behave. It really is an eye-opener of just how dependent most of our nation is. What?
The Spicy White Bear put up the Big Bear Learning Center, teaching you to grow to live. It's so... That's in the plans. We're just trying to afford it. We really want to start up kind of like a little university where we can take folks and teach them gardening, seed saving, how to can, how to dehydrate, how to smoke the meat, how to trap, how to hunt, how to fish, how to preserve, all of this stuff, and
menu planning with it, things like that, you know, like all of that. And, you know, the plan eventually is for our house that we live in now to be the education center and to turn the kitchen into a commercial kitchen and to have that all set up so that we can do it that way, and then maybe build our house right now where everything is, where all of the oak trees and all that stuff is right now. I had polio on my right leg my whole life. Something that burns. My butt up is people too lazy to work. If you need food stamps, fine. If you can work, get your butt out there and go. If they learned to grow it, then they need to learn to cook it. 12-year-old daughter had a friend over, and the friend didn't know how to use a can opener. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I know we've talked about this before, is that when I was teaching school, I read an article that 3-year-olds could identify pretty much every logo, major logo, they could identify just by seeing the logo. But if you gave them pictures of fruits and vegetables, they wouldn't be able to tell you all of them. And I could not believe that. Like, just could not believe it. And so we went in, and I had, like, the local cable, like Cox Cable, and I had the McDonald's and the Wendy's and Taco Bell and all these different things. And then I went and started showing them a carrot, celery, pineapple, you know, all these things. And we were lucky to get apple. Some of them knew what a potato was. Most of these children think that eggs come from the back of the grocery store. Now, that's changing, because that was almost 10 years ago, like 8 or 10 years ago. But, you know, still, there are people out there, there are children out there that don't know where their food comes from. And then not only do they not know where it comes from, but they don't know what to do with it.
Heather Russo says local librarians might allow you to do classes on that. They do. The one in Grovetown down in Augusta used to love us. We started a compost bin at that library. We held gardening classes. We brought Daisy.
Yeah, we brought her down to the library.
And they had a whole bunch of kids show up during the summertime. And Daisy was in milk, and we built a little makeshift stall, and we let the kids come in and
milk her
and squeeze, and it was wonderful.
And there's chocolate cows that make chocolate milk. Exactly. Yeah. They think that the brown cows are chocolate milk cows.
Yeah. And up here, nothing.
Amen. That's an awesome point. I tell my kids all the time, you may not have an iPhone, but you have a plate full of fresh fruit and vegetables every day, which is more than some have. And, getting children to understand the value in clean food over technology is a very hard struggle with the way that our current culture is. Everybody's talking about Netflix and Hulu and the game that's on right now and all of the different stuff. They're so tapped into technology that trying to explain to them, look, you see this plate right here? It was full of fresh food today. Most children don't get that, and they have no idea why that's important.
Yeah. Well, I read a pretty good meme the other day off of Facebook that it said there are some kids that are sad because of snow days, because it's taking away a day that they have with heat and with food.
Jesus. So Homestead in the Highlands says, here, some schools started raising chicks to teach kids where their food comes from, and a load of parents started publicly complaining about them, basically because they were going to slaughter afterwards, because, that's what you do with them. Suburban's funny. She said you should have written a meat chart on her with a magic marker. Parents would have flipped. Yeah, Mom, I understand that. The struggle is so real. My boys want phones so bad, but no desire to help with the homestead. We had a little bit of that struggle with Blaze because he did not start homeschool from the beginning. He was in public school until grade 3. So he had friends and knew all about all of that different stuff, the iPods and this and that and the other. And when we pulled him out and he started doing schoolwork but then had to do chores, it was a struggle because he's never really wanted to. I mean, it's not his life's desire to do what we do. Mm-mm. But the thing is that as he gets older, he's realizing that everything that he's had to do here on this farm is preparing him for what he's doing right now.
Yep. Lone Star says it's pronounced meme. Then spell it that way.
Baby, it is spelled that way.
No, it's not. It's spelled M-E-M-E.
Because the E on the other end of the M makes the other E say its name. Meme.
Mimi.
Mm-hmm. So, anyway. Just saying. That's why I teach the girls.
No, you don't. So, but yeah, that's our passion. We want to empower people to and be able to enjoy true freedom. Mm-hmm. And if we could get if we could get the funding for it, I would probably even do those classes for free.
Mm-hmm. Rain Country said you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I love her.
So, but I think that answers our question about our passion.
Yes, so that's our passion, is to reach people through teaching them how to be more self-reliant. Obviously, you can't be completely self-sustainable. I mean, to some degree you can be, but it's very difficult nowadays. I only said that because I used to call them memes until my wife laughed at me. It's just looking out for. Oh no, I still laugh at him and call him out on it, but he's not changing. He's not changing.
Call him a meme.
He will call it a meme until there's no longer.
And memes. You know why I keep calling it meme?
It's just so that I'll say something to you.
No, because it makes you smile.
It does make me smile.
And it makes you giggle.
It makes me even tell people. Like, I ran into somebody the other day that called it a meme, and I was like, so anyway. Teaching people to be as self-sufficient as possible, no matter where they are in life. Yes, that's basically what we... Mm-hmm. Yeah, pronounce that.
GIF.
Say that one.
Cloche.
My wife gets mad at me for calling that one dude mimosa.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be totally self-sufficient, I would have to give up coffee. Not going to happen.
See, we can grow coffee here. There is a guy that we met when we went on our mini vacation, lover's vacation, get away from the kids because they drive us crazy vacation, when we went to Helen.
Mm.
And he is successfully growing coffee up there.
In Georgia.
In Georgia.
In northern Georgia.
No other. Not that far from here.
How do you say that?
Don't know. Welcome, David McBee.
Leicestershire? No. I'm butchering that. This week I'm talking to my landlord about the front yard turning into mostly raised beds. Want my coffee seats?
Coffee
came with an M.I. Gardner pack. Ooh. Yeah,
sure.
Coffee. Yeah.
I'll take them, Mama Grows.
He's growing coffee beans and harvesting them, and he has a coffee shop, and he sells the Leicestershire.
Yep.
Leicestershire.
Now, it's not Copeluac.
Yeah, that's the funny one. I love you so. No, because here's the thing. By putting it in words like that, he's going to say it right. He's going to say library. But if you had said, where's the place in town where all the books are in the county, he would say...
Library.
No, you wouldn't. You'd say library. That's what he says. But that's okay, because I love him. I would love to get some of those. Yeah. How do you pronounce that brown cooking liquid? Liquid.
Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire. No, Worcestershire.
It's Worcestershire.
Mm-mm. It's not. It's sheer. It's Worcestershire. And which is how I shouldn't have butchered that name. Literally is one Americans pronounce. Wait, whoa. Literally. Oh, literally. Yeah. So literally and literally, there's different ways that people say that. It is sheer, but I still say shire. Yeah, Worcestershire. Broussard. That's pretty easy, though. What's this here? Worcestershire. I love going to the library. Worcestershire.
Yarn is yarn.
You'd be surprised. That's funny. So, anyway, so it's been crazy. I had to go shopping today, and any of y'all who know me, well.
Okay, guys, we have about 20 minutes before Roots and Refuge come on. And so if you guys have any questions, now would be the time to post them so we can answer them, because we are going to get off a little bit before 8, because I am a moderator in theirs too. So
yeah, Jason, just keep saying yarn is yarn when you want your wool spun. Worcestershire sauce, we strangely pronounce.
Are we going to grow clary sage?
I don't know if...
Kelly, have you tried to refresh?
I don't know if we have access to seed. Do they have... I don't know that they have clary sage.
I think she's making a joke.
No, but she might not be, because she's all about growing all different types of stuff.
She's just being a smart aleck.
Yeah, I know, but I would love to be able... I mean, there's different types of sage, so... I think it would be kind of cool, but I've never seen it as part of the herbs, I don't think.
Maybe you come out and come back in and see if that would help you out a little bit. Because right now we're good. We haven't buffered at all, so...
Yeah, thankfully. And Geeky Gardens sent us a great email today trying to explain a little bit
Regular garden sage grows like crazy here, which surprises me.
So Dee asked, what did you drink after shopping to combat cotton mouth? So I had to go shopping today because, and we didn't share this with anybody, but my contract came through on Friday. And so one of the things that I needed to do was kind of, because I'm going to be going out into the public with people that I haven't met before, they wanted me to dress just a little bit nicer. Because I normally just wear our business t-shirts and then jeans. So I do not like to shop.
Did they pay you yet?
They're going to. It's just a matter of figuring everything. They got to reconfigure some numbers. So basically, I had to go out and go shopping. We have a really good, brand new Goodwill here, very close. And they have a lot of really good choices for clothing, so I didn't have to go out into Anderson and go fight the mobs or anything like that. So, I need them to pay you before you make them more money. I know. They are paying me. It's already a done deal. It's just a matter of they have to figure out the exact numbers. Let me try that again.
Well, look how she spelled it before. HPWDU.
Wow.
Hey, Teresa.
That's funny.
Fingers got a little crazy.
So basically, I went shopping, and I was talking with Dee because Dee's been helping me out a little bit with, that whole, it's called business casual. That's a concept completely lost to me. And so she was trying to help me out with that today. And when I got done, I was like, I hate this. I absolutely hate this. And I said, so, little known, here's a random fact, bonus round. Whenever I go shopping and I spend more than like $50, I have to have something to drink.
You never told me how much you spent.
I'm not telling you how much I spent. That's between me and Jesus. I wear business casual twice a week for my husband's work parties. So I had to learn a whole new concept because when I was at Arby's, I had a uniform. When I was in daycare, I could wear jeans and, t-shirts, fun t-shirts and things like that. So this is a new concept for me. I am not one to look at magazines or Pinterest for things like that. So it's just never been a necessity for me. So it's funny because I love Dee to death. She keeps asking me about, accessories and shoes and things like that. And I'm like, I know nothing of this stuff at all. I know absolutely nothing. So, so there's my new skill for the year. I don't know that you would call that a skill, but...
well, in all fairness, your mom passed away when you were 11.
12. Yes. 12.
Yeah,
she passed away when I was 12 years old. So I have no concept of makeup. That's why, it's not because it is because I choose not to wear makeup. But one of the reasons I don't wear makeup is I don't know how to put it on. Never did. So I never did that. I didn't have, my mother was not one to wear dresses and business. She was a stay-at-home mom. So I didn't have any of that influence at all. So, and then growing up, I didn't really have a role model that was kind of taking me under their wing to show me all of that stuff. So I kind of struggled and still do. Really. I think about as girly as I get is my choices of socks. I like to have cool, girly kind of socks, but that's about it. So, Robyn, go to Macy's if you have one around you. Why would I go to a Macy's? I've been to a Macy's before. I bought new makeup a year ago, never opened it. Yeah. Well, you do now. Yes, exactly. So I have a couple of people. See, people don't know that. They don't know that about me. I don't throw that out there for everybody. But I do have, there are some women who have been more than happy. No more socks. Trouser socks. I know. Oh, makeup lessons. Gotcha. Hard spot, needing to be girly when it's so life-sustaining, unnecessary. Exactly. And that's the other thing is like, I go in and start going to spend money and I'm like, gosh, I could buy like our entire garden's worth of seeds. I don't need to be doing all this. But, Dee told me something that was pretty powerful. She told me when you're doing this kind of stuff, especially for a job, you're investing in yourself. You're saying, I believe in myself enough to invest in myself. And that, to me, is true. And I need to do this for my daughters because if I don't do it, they're not going to learn anything. So, I feel like I have to do this just from the standpoint of letting them see it, not just on a TV screen somewhere. So, yeah, it's an investment for your self-esteem. So that's where I'm at.
So when are you going to model them for me?
That was one of the things that she asked me because, of course, her and Doc have been together all day while I'm texting her this stuff. Because I would be like, I hate this. I don't want to do it. And she's like, Doc and I are here laughing right now. I'm like, thanks. So, let's see, I need new jeans, but for that price, I can get a fruit tree. But see, Mama Grows, I don't buy any of my jeans brand new. I do go to the Goodwill for a lot of my clothing. Not because I'm trying to be cheap, but because most of the time, they've already broken in the clothes for me, so they fit better, they feel better. Let's see, some woman accused me of always wearing makeup when her husband, my old vet, would be coming. This was at a Christmas party, and I didn't even have makeup on for a party. That's funny.
Good night, Amen Homestead.
Makeup's overrated. Anyhow, natural beauty is where it's at, I think. Well, yeah, I mean, truth is that for many women, the better they look, the better they feel about themselves. That's true. That's the thing is that what she was saying, what Dee was saying is that it's an investment in your self-esteem. It naturally makes you feel a little bit better about yourself. So, so that's kind of where we're at. I mean, I like to wear long flowy skirts and things like that, but I need to be a little bit more professional, I guess is the right word. So
I love you in a dress. When I get in the spring, I love the spring and summertime when you start wearing those sundresses. Mm. And that
broomstick skirts. Yeah. You love me wearing broomstick skirts. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Tailored. No. Mm-mm. Yeah, there's a difference between makeup and war paint. Yeah, definitely. Broomstick skirts are so comfy. Yeah. Yeah, she's like... Because I was telling her, I was like, okay, so I got it covered. We're good for a while. And she's like, baby, I hate to tell you, but there's different seasons, right? I'm like, shut up. I know. Is your job wanting to wear makeup? No, they didn't say anything about makeup. They just, and they weren't being ugly or anything. They just said, you're going to, see, in the past when I went to visit customers, there are people that we've already established a connection with. So now I'm having to go out and represent the company with people I haven't met before. So it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different situation. And also, before, I would also be in the warehouse helping check slabs, knocking off samples, things like that. So it was practical for me to wear jeans and a t-shirt because I was going to get dirty. So now, they want me to look presentable when I go on a sales call. So, so that's where I'm at. They didn't say you have to wear makeup. They're not worried about makeup. She just wants me to not be wearing jeans and boots every day. So, which is fine. I'm ready for warm weather. Yeah, I am too. Yeah, and that's a good point. There's so many different ways that you can still be pretty and work on the homestead. Yeah. And that's the thing that Jason was talking about. In the summer, I absolutely love wearing the really flowy skirts because it lets the air in a little bit better than jeans, you know, and they're long enough that they protect me from briars and things like that as well. So Jason loves the spring and summertime because I end up doing a lot of gardening in a skirt. So, you know, that I got a surprise package coming Tuesday. Yeah, you get a fresh breeze, exactly. So the wind's constantly kind of flowing.
Hence the reason why I want a kilt.
So anyway, all right, we're at 7:53.
Okay, guys, so we are going to call it a night. Roots and Refuge, they will be coming on in about 7 minutes. So you guys go take a potty break, get yourself, refresh your drinks, and head on over to Roots and Refuge for their Sunday night live show. We will be there. We're moderating. So, you guys, I want to see each and every one of you over there. And let's go over there and have a good time. So, thanks for coming by while we enjoyed the magnificent plate. And we will see you guys tomorrow evening for Mama Bear's Essential Oil class. Plus, be on the lookout bright and early in the morning, around 7 a.m. Video coming out. You guys are going to love the thumbnail. Goes right on with what we were just talking about. Remember, be kind to one another. You don't know what that person is going through, and simple manners and a simple hello may brighten their day. Reuse, recycle, repurpose. Keep stuff out of the landfill. Keep the forests for the wildlife, and let's keep the oceans clean. Thank you, guys, and we will see you tomorrow night.
Good night. See y'all later.